Hello dear viewers, hope you all are doing good. Welcome to my channel where we explore everything commerce. I am Mission Acquired, help you to make your concepts easier. So welcome to KSET 2024 Commerce classes, and we are studying along for KSET 2024 Paper 2 Commerce. So in our previous video, we have started with our first unit, that is Business Environment and International Business. So in that video, we studied about what is business environment, which are the different factors and forces which have effect on our businesses. We looked into detailed about economic environment and studied about economic system, economic policies, economic plan. If you have missed that video, attach the link in the description box. Please go through it. Today, we will be covering about next important concepts that will be covered in our chapter, Business Environment and International Trade. So let's get started. Okay, so the first concept for the day is Consumer Protection Act 1986. So, Consumer Protection Act 1986. This act was brought into force and was introduced to protect consumers' interest or to protect against unfair trade practices, right? To educate and inform consumers about their rights. So what were the rights that were covered under this act? Was rights to choose, right to be heard, right to educate, consumer education, right to redressal, right to be informed, okay? According to Consumer Protection Act 1996, it was nothing but, as the word suggests, this act was nothing but to protect the consumers. So these were the right. Then consumer councils, consumer protection councils were established at state level, central level and district level to protect the interest of the consumers. Next, we had redressal agencies, dispute redressal agencies, where district dispute redressal agencies, right? So these agencies handle disputes of goods and services valued up to rupees 20 lakh. Okay, up to rupees 20 lakh. And there are district redressal agencies in every district where there will be one president and 2 members. Next, state redressal agencies, where this agencies deals in the goods and services of value from 20 lakh to 1 crore. Again, here there will be one president and 4 members. President will be a High Court judge. Next, we have National Consumer Redressal Agencies. So these deal in the disputes of consumers of goods worth more than rupees 1 crore. Okay, and here if the consumer is not happy with the decision given by the district agencies, they can again appeal it to straight consumer redressal agencies. And if they are not happy, they can move to National Consumer Redressal Agencies. From National Consumer Redressal Agencies, the last supreme power is with our Supreme Court. Okay, so this is the flow of the redressal agencies. Now, Consumer Protection Act 2019 Consumer Protection Act 2019 was introduced to replace this Act 1986. So Consumer Protection Act 2019 was introduced for more comprehensive approach, I can say, or more expanded approach to deal with consumer issues of modern and digital age, right? So under this act, CCPA were introduced. So CCPA is Central Consumer Protection Authority. So this is one of a regulatory body that was introduced to help consumers and protect them against unfair trade practices, to indulge in investigations against violators, or to call for quality checks. So all sort of things were carried on by CCPA, that is Central Consumer Protection Act. Now, according to Consumer Protection Act of 2019, the redressal agencies, the value is revised, that is for district redressal agencies, that is consumer redressal agencies. So this handles the disputes of goods and services that claim up to rupees 1 crore. Okay, here which was 20 lakh is now 1 crore. And state consumer redressal agencies handles the claims of 1 crore to 10 crore. And national consumer redressal agencies deal in the disputes or handle the disputes of goods claim rupees 10 crore. Okay, more than rupees 10 crore. So this is about Consumer Protection Act. What is this act about? Protecting the consumer interest or against unfair trade practices. So this act was introduced in 1986, and it was, the main motto was to help and keep informed, educate the consumers about their rights like right to choose, heard about consumer education, redressal, to be informed about what is the quality, cost, what is the process. Okay. Now here, according to 1986, consumer protection councils were established. These were established at central level, state level and district level. And there were redressal agencies, district dispute redressal agencies, which handled the disputes of goods worth rupees up to 20 lakh rupees. Next, state redressal agencies. Here it handles the disputes of goods worth rupees 20 lakhs to 1 crore. Again, national consumer redressal agencies. Here it dealt in the goods and services whose value were more than 1 crore. Next, 2019, that is Consumer Protection Act 2019 was introduced, and which replaced the Consumer Protection Act of 1986. This act was more advanced, had more features, and brought into new features to protect the consumers in this digital and modern consumer issues. Right? Here CCPA authority, regulatory bodies were introduced, and the district redressal agencies had dealt in the or handled the disputes of goods and services up to 1 crore, whereas state consumer redressal agencies dealt or handled the goods and services consumer disputes of 1 crore to 10 crore, and national consumer redressal agencies dealt with the consumer disputes of more than 10 crore. Again, there were more information like product liability. A concept of product liability was introduced. So, product liability means the manufacturer or service providers were held liable if there was any harm that was made to the consumer due to using of their product. So, concept of product liability was introduced, and specific provisions were brought into force for e-commerce and direct selling to have some transparency and direct selling. So provisions were brought to solve the problems of digital age of related to e-commerce or direct selling. So this was everything about Consumer Protection Act 1986 and 2019. I hope you're following the flow of information. Like I request you to write down the points. It will be easy when we are going through for the preparation of MCQs. Understanding the concepts is very much important. So let's look into our next concept. So our next concept is Foreign Exchange Management Act. Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. So again, as the name of the act suggests, this act regulates, controls and manages foreign exchange in India. Okay, this act was introduced to replace, important point, introduced to replace Foreign Exchange Regulation Act 1973. So this act of FEMA, this is FEMA, FEMA, and this is FERA. So FEMA was introduced to replace and to address the shortcomings of FERA. So this FEMA was introduced with the motto of improvements in foreign exchange administration. Okay, so this is one of the very important point, and again it is applicable to whole India. Okay, Foreign Exchange Management Act. Head office is in Delhi and is known as Enforcement Directorate. Okay, so FEMA governs all international trade and payments. So FEMA promotes the development of healthy foreign exchange market in India. So this is about FEMA and FERA. So FEMA is Foreign Exchange Management Act, again important, and it was replaced and it was introduced to replace Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, that is FERA. And this act manages and regulates the foreign exchange in India and promotes the healthy foreign exchange in market, tries to develop the foreign exchange market and Indian economy. So this is about Foreign Exchange Management Act. Now let us look into our next concept, that is corporate social responsibility. So CSR, that is corporate social responsibility, known as CSR. So what are these CSR activities, or what is corporate social responsibility? It is nothing but a way to give back to a company's way to give back to the society in which they are operating, right? So something give back to society. Like, it's not just about making money, right? The companies, it's not just about making money. It also about creating positive impact in the society they are operating, to take care about their society, to take care about the environment, to take care about the economy. So this is all about corporate social responsibility. See, the responsibility of corporate towards society or social is known as corporate social responsibility. So with this CSR activities, there are a lot of advantages a company can achieve, like to build recognition or brand recognition, yes, positive reputation, organization growth, right, to retain their staff and to build more employees. So these are few of the advantages of corporate social responsibility, and it only means that giving back to the society. So when does a company have to start their CSR activities? Is that according to Companies Act of 2013. Companies Act of 2013. If a company's net worth is more than 500 crore, if the company's net worth is more than 500 crore, if the company's if the company's turnover is more than 1000 crore, okay, if the company's net profit is more than 5 crores, then a company has to contribute at least 2% of the average net profit of their last 3 financial years. When company attains one of the following, that is net worth is 500 crore, turnover is 1000 crores and net profit is 5 crores, then the company has to start contributing or start their CSR activities. So I hope this is clear. CSR is nothing but social responsibility, a company's responsibility towards the society in which it is operating, and it helps to build brand recognition, gives a positive growth, positive reputation, goodwill, organization growth, gives a positive impact in the minds of employees, help them to retain and build their organization, right? When can a company start CSR activities is when they meet one of the criteria. They have to contribute at least 2% of average net profits of last 3 financial years. So I hope this is very much clear. We looked into 3 important topics today, that is Competition Act 1986, and we compared it with Competition Act of 2019. Next, we studied about Foreign Exchange Management Act, how it was introduced to replace Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. And lastly, we looked into topic of CSR, corporate social responsibility. So this is it for today's video. If you have any queries, you can put down in the comment section and I'll try to solve your query as soon as possible. So in our next video, we will be covering more topics related to our chapter Business, Environment and International Business. Don't forget to subscribe, like and hit on the bell icon so that you will not miss any of the video notifications. And see you in the next video. Until then, happy learning.